welcome to vlog number 27. Yes, 27. Hi, my name is Linda. I'm also known as Wolhobby. I have a web shop in indie-dyed yarn, patterns, knitting notions, and I live in Nijkerk, the Netherlands, with my husband Rob, and we have 3 grown children. Besides my web shop, I am a Bowen therapist, and I have one clinic here at home, and I have a clinic in Emmeloord, which is about a 1-hour drive, and I'm there every Thursday. Welcome if you are a new viewer. In this vlog I will tell you about the things I'm knitting, the things I'm designing. I will show you the progress on the different projects that are in rotation. And this week I have a lot of gifts to show. I got spoiled rotten on all kinds of meetups and events, and I absolutely love it. I love presents, and I particularly love all the presents that I got. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 new projects bags, for example. How exciting. If you are a returning viewer, yay, I'm so happy you're here again. And that means I didn't scare you off last time. If you are new or returning and you have not subscribed yet, I would love it if you do. And let's get started with all the good stuff. Oh, I will link all the relevant stuff down below in the show notes. And I will also put timestamps there. If you couldn't care less about all the gifts I got and you want to skip to the knitting content, you can just check down below and see where it starts. I'm going to go over all my gifts quickly. The first bag I got is this one. It's a project bag by the designer Emma Ball. Everyone who knows Emma Ball recognizes this right away, of course. And I got this from Ineke, one of the Wolhobby knitters, and I did a dye to order for her, and she came here to pick it up, and she brought me this as a gift. How sweet is that? And in here is yarn for my Vertices Unite shawl that I'm going to make. Ivonne, another Dutch vlogger, she also vlogs in English, by the way. I will link her channel down below. Ivonne and I are going to, oh, and her YouTube name is Knitting Inden. We are going to knit a Vertices Unite together. It will be her second one. It has been on my list for years and years. And she said, oh, I want to knit another Vertices Unite. And I said, oh, I want to knit one too. So we decided to knit it together. But then we thought there might be other knitters as well. And we are now with a group of 20 already. Vertices Unite is a modular shawl pattern by Stephen West. It was the summer knit along a few years ago, I believe. And if you want to join, just let me know and I will make sure you will be on the list. We are hosting it in the Wolhobby Facebook group and in the Knitting Inden Facebook group. We will probably come up with a hashtag, and if you want to join, You have to buy the pattern yourself on Ravelry or stephenandpenelope.com, and you can use your stash yarn, you can buy new yarn, and if you are completely blank on inspiration, you can check out the Wolhobby website because I have put together a few kits for the knit along. I am going to use, where is my martini? This is my absolute favorite green at the moment. Rusted hazelnut latte. I'm sorry it came apart. Heyday, and in the navy. So these will be my colors. And the knit along will start on July 31st, and it will run until you are done with the project, or a finished object, or just you fell out of love. We are just going to keep this very loose because I will be pretty busy dyeing up custom-made advent calendars. For those of you who already bought one, thank you so much. You know how it works then. If you order an advent calendar, you will get a survey you have to fill out, and that will determine the color palette that you will receive in your advent. Wolhobby's advent calendar is 12 mini skeins, 20 gram merino, and 12 handy dandy knitting notions, crafty notions. I will be busy dyeing up the advent calendar and packing it, and I am going to launch the advent knit along on December 1st, as usual. As usual, it's free to join, and well, I will chat about that later in the year. But in the advent calendar there will also be a pattern, so that you can use all your notions and all your mini skeins right away if you want to. Okay, let's see. I went to visit Ivonne, Knitting Inden, with whom I'm going to do the Vertices Unite knit along. And she got me this lovely mug from a thrift shop. Look how cute it is. And she filled it with mini skeins. I could put these in my temperature blanket, but I think I'm going to keep them together and make a pair of scrappy socks. So she got me that, but she also made me this project bag. It's lined with the pink. It is a drawstring bag. Oops. And it has a D-ring. And she made this one especially for me, but I could also pick out one other bag from her project bag stash. It's unbelievable. She just has a stash of project bags. And I picked out this one. It has this lovely lining, and Ivonne finds all her fabric for her project bags in thrift stores. Amazing. I got another bag because I went to a knit event, and one of the one of the women that organized the knit event made a huge pile of project bags. So every participant could pick a bag, and there were all kinds of goodies and all kinds of a mini skein and a lip balm and hand balm and all kind. A little piece of silk to use as a lifeline. I got this one on a knit event the day after with a QR code that leads to a website that explains how to use the lifeline. There was you could bring something you were not using anymore, and you could pick something that you could put to use. So I swapped mini skeins and I picked out this one to use in heels, toes, cuffs, and it was an amazing day. The food was nice. The venue was really nice. The people were lovely. Knitters are, you all know that. And we had a wonderful day. And the next day was Knit in Public Day. And I went to Barneveld, a town nearby. And that's where I got the second one of the lifeline thread, yarn. And I bought some yarn cozies or yarn bras. I bought 3 and I got gifted a 4th one by Ivonne, one of the Dutch knitters. And let me look at my list of notes. That was a lovely day as well. And the day after that, after the Worldwide Knit in Public Day, I had a Breigh Tea. And Breigh is the Dutch word for breien. So instead of high tea, we say Breigh Tea, because it was knitting and high tea. And I met a knitter there that I did meet her before, but we met again, and she brought me in this cute little bag a label with 2023 on it, a leather label, and this will go on my temperature blanket for this year. Oh, and I also got some mini socks. This one from Ivonne, the one who made the yarn bras as well. And this one on the day before, on the Friday, there's a tiny Chinese Lucky Charm in this one. So, like I said, I got spoiled rotten. I got so many gifts, it's embarrassing really. But I love gifts. I love gifts, don't you? Okay, let's go on with the knitting content. First of all, my temperature blanket. Yesterday I finished another row, and like you can see here, the past 3 days were hot. Hot, hot, hot. It's not a heat wave yet, but I think they call this a warmth wave. I'm not sure. I think so. And I don't do well with warm weather, but it is what it is. So I finished the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 8th row, and I need to knit today's square, which will be in this colorway again. But I still need to do that. I wanted to record a vlog first. Further, I have been knitting on my Vanilla is the New Black, but I'm not sure how far along I was last time. I finished sock 1 and the second one is up to the point where I need to start the heel. The Vanilla is the black heel, is this heel. It's a triangular shaped heel. It's a paid for pattern, so I'm not going to explain too much about it, except that it is really nice to wear. So, and you don't have to pick up stitches. So if you are not into picking up stitches and you would like to try something new, Vanilla is the New Black is definitely one to try. Blah, blah, blah. One of my yarn cozies is in this bag as well. It's in the Ivonne bag. And I am knitting several socks because it's summer sock camp. Summer sock camp by the Crazy Sock Lady. Very loosey-goosey this year. Just knit socks. It can be whips, it can be new cast-ons. Chat along, show your finished objects, and you might be a lucky winner in the prize drawing. My bootstrap sock. I'm not sure how far I was the last time. I finished the first sock. It's called bootstrap because there is a strip of garter that runs all the way down the foot, like a bootstrap. These are not my size. I knitted these for my festival booth, and the display feet I have are about this size. Hence, I'm not able to wear them myself. This is in my Colorful Mayhem colorway, Hot Pink Mayhem colorway, and I have started the second sock and I finished the cuff. So, oh, and Vanilla is the New Black. That's my Summer in France colorway. I am also knitting my Xinja socks. I suppose many of you are, because this is the Sock World Championship qualifier pattern. I kind of forgot that I was in Sock World Championship. So 3 days after the pattern dropped, I noticed that the qualifier dropped, and if I want to receive the rest of the patterns, I need to knit the qualifier. So I picked out my Quiet Sea and my Ollivander colorway, and I finished this one yesterday, and last week I already knitted the leg, so that in all my knitting events and parties I could just knit the foot. So I need to knit this foot. I'm already through the gusset, so it's just knitting round and around, and I hope to finish them this week because they need to be finished on the 15th, and it's the 12th today, so I do need to put some knitting in those. I'm also working on my assigned pooling designs. I already have these two. These are hats, obviously, but I need to write out the pattern. I'm doing that at the moment. I will write the pattern for both this one and this stitch pattern, but I also came up with a third of assigned pooling pattern, and these look like little feathers. So this will probably be the feather stitch. I did not get this out of a book or from a pattern. I have just been fiddling with my yarn until I came up with this. So I might have invented this, but maybe it's already invented by someone else, but I did not look it up. I came up with this myself. Also in my Ivonne tas. Oh, I'm so happy with all my new project bags. Okay, the Vertices Unite Cal, I already told you about that. And I'm going to be vending at several fairs this coming month, but I won't bother you with that because it would be too far to visit, right? So that's it for today. If you want to join the Vertices Unite, please let me know on Ravelry or in the Facebook group. That is mainly Dutch, by the way, but I think it's very easy to have messages translated. If you want to be part of it, just let me know. And if you can't decide on yarn, just check out my web shop. I would love it if you hit subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And if you leave me a comment, can be anything. There's no giveaway attached to it this time. There might be next time, but I enjoy reading the comments, and I enjoy hearing what you think, and because I enjoy it so much, I am trying very hard to leave a message on all the other vlogs I am watching. I have not been watching many vlogs over the past 2 weeks because I have been crazy busy with, well, mostly knitted related things, but the thing with time is that you can only use it once, right? Like money. And if you have used it, you have to find yourself some new time. Okay, I am going to edit and upload this. I am going to try to keep it cool because of the temperature here. And I wish you happy knitting, and I see you next time. Bye!